Hey, what is up? And welcome to my online training. Let's talk about how to build strength. The first thing to know is strength does not equal size. Okay? When you're trying to build strength, you have to realize what is your goal. Okay? Is your goal to build strength or are you trying to build size? There's a power lifter and a body lifter. And the difference is the body lifter, right? The bodybuilder, okay, will try to craft his body and build that size. A power lifter focuses more on strength. Now here's the difference. Let's talk about on how to calculate strength. Here's my secret, all right? So when it comes to increasing strength, the best way to go is let's talk about your sets. Your sets should be anywhere from 6 to 8, okay? Now, when it comes to building strength, okay, your reps should be anywhere from 6 to 8 as well, okay? So staying on the lower end of reps is perfect. Now, you can't always go heavy, so I would switch it up with one high volume day or one high volume week, at least one time a week, okay? So this is for your endurance, right? So let's say 2 weeks here, 1 week, back to 2 weeks, okay? This right here will give you a deload week, okay? Now when we go to deload week, we are not lowering down the weight, okay? We are still pushing at a maximum. So let's talk about it, right? We got an example. Let's say I bench 60 pounds for 8 reps, okay? Well, 60 pounds for 8 reps, right? This right here, RM, means rep max. My 8 rep max is 60 pounds. So if you do math, right, you can go 6 reps, right, 6 rep max for 85% for 63 pounds, right? Now if you're trying to hit a 1 rep max, 100%, right, is 75 pounds, okay? So this is how you calculate it all. Now, there's a secret. If you don't want to do math, very easy, okay? You can check this out right here. Let's break right into it. Now, I've discovered an amazing link that takes all the math out for you so you can keep tracking. It's called Strength Level. Let's check this out. The Strength Level app, okay? You can put your pounds, your reps in here, and as you scroll down, it'll calculate it all for you on what reps and where you should be, okay? So as long as you're following the program, this will indicate the weight that you're supposed to be going, okay? So I'll leave a link in that down below for all you guys to access, okay? You guys should be using it with the app to help you guys out, track everything, okay? So when it comes to that, right, when I inputted my numbers in here, right, I put that an 8 rep max is 80%, right? I can do 8 reps. Well, it calculated everything and it told me, right, if I want to do 6 reps, I should be doing 63 pounds. So that way, as I decrease my reps, my weight and volume should increase. That way, I am still pushing for strength. So, can you still get strong without doing 6 to 8 reps? Of course you can, okay? As long as you're pushing your maximum weight that you can, you will build strength. And this is actually the foundation of mine. For a while, I used to stay on the higher volume side, which was 15 to 20 reps, okay? But it doesn't mean I was going light. For example, many people, if they do 6 reps and they can do 60 pounds, and I tell them to do 15 reps, automatically they jump down to the lowest weight, like 15 pounds, just to get it, right? Just to pump. That's not what we're doing. Everything should be till failure. When you push yourself to failure, that's when you're gonna see size. If you're doing 15 reps, 6 sets, the first thing you want to do, okay, is calculate what you should be at. Now, after I calculated everything, okay, it said for 65% equals 15 to 16 reps. Now, the weight that I inputted, right, we talked about it already, 65% for me would be at 48 pounds. So that means I'm doing 6 sets of 48 pounds for 15 reps. Now that 48 pounds, that's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot push it. And that is how you maintain your strength and build strength, okay? A lot of people think that you need to go super heavy. You don't. You can go super light as long as that light is till failure. And that's how you're gonna build really, really good size. So a lot of people ask me, right, what is the best rep range to go? The truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter. As long as you're going till failure. Now, many people like going to failure from 6 to 8 reps because it's a lot easier, right? It's a lot easier to rep out a max or go to failure for 6 reps instead of going for 30. That's gonna feel like a nasty burn. And I'm more of a pump guy myself, so I like to stay actually in the more 15 to 20 volume size, but I am still pushing weight, okay? If you've seen me, I can literally, shoulder press 125 pounds over my head like nothing. And that was not built because I was doing that for 3 reps. I was going 40 reps, 50 reps, high volume, right? But the key was I was pushing the weight I needed to, right? With the 1 rep max rule. Now let's talk about a key rule. If, you're at 48 pounds, and let's say around the 3rd set, you cannot do 48 pounds, you should try your best to stay there, okay? You should not decrease the weight. A lot of people like to decrease the weight. If you're trying to build strength, don't decrease the weight. What you need to do is give yourself a longer rest period, okay? So when you give yourself a longer rest period, let's say instead of 1 minute, you go 2 minutes. Now you can push back to the 48 pounds. But don't ever drop the weight. Your goal should be to try to push that weight. That way, as your sets go down and your reps go down, you are still keeping the intensity very, very high. Okay? Now, I do have a rule. You should be resting no longer than 3 minutes. 3 minutes max. Okay? Let's break it down again. All right? How do you build strength? The first thing you want to do is figure out where you're at. Push till failure. If in your program you have 8 reps, you need to go and hit 8 reps for like literally 7 and you can't even do the 8th one. Boom. Get that number down, save it. Now next week when I tell you to go 12 reps, guess what? Use your 1 rep calculator tool that I'll have in the link below. Put that information in, then that will tell you the weight that you need to go for 15 to 20 reps. Now, once you have that down, your goal should be to try to increase that weight every week. Now, no, you don't always want to go 6 to 8 reps. What you want to do is give yourself a deload week, okay? That's why I talk about deload weeks. You can't always just go heavy. You have to drop it down, get your reps in, and get your volume in, right? Muscle grows by confusion, okay? If you can confuse the muscle to let it grow and not train the same always and repetitively, you're gonna see better results. Not only are you gonna stay in the gym longer, but it's gonna keep you from getting burnt out, okay? So, this is how you calculate it. Here, all right? So, you have to track all your numbers in the app. When it asks you to input it, you can input it and then you can be able to track everything from here. With that said, let's cover a little bit of a myth, okay? Do you have to build strength to gain size? No, you do not. That is false. Matter of fact, what I notice the most is when people try to push heavier, they lose their form. And not having good form is the worst thing you could do. One, you're more likely to get injured. Number two, you're not even efficiently working out or getting the full stretch of the muscle to literally let it grow. And that was a problem I had. You know, I would go in the gym, get 100-pound curls and just curl it, and I couldn't even go all the way down. What I did is I dropped the weight, I went lower, and I was able to get a full stretch of my bicep to actually let it grow, okay? So, when it comes to strength versus size, no. But for my clients who want to build strength, this is how you do it. Now, for my clients who want to push themselves, this is how you do it as well. Remember, in all your programs, it's a 2-1-2 pace, meaning 2 seconds up, 1 second hold, 2 second down. A key rule to keep this in mind is you always want to control the weight. Don't ever let it control you. Now let's talk about a little bit of a difference. We have your power lifters, right? Your athletes. Then we have over here your bodybuilders. These are all different body types, okay? When it comes to a power lifter, if you look at them, they probably have the worst physique, okay? They do not look good. They're fat, heavy. All they want to do is get the weight up, okay? Because that's all they care about is weight. Now, if you look on the other end, you have what you call your bodybuilders, okay? Who just work about contracting the muscles, squeezing, you know, pace, control, right? And they're not the strongest, right? But they do look the best, okay? So when it comes to how you're supposed to be training, you know, things like that, you have to figure out what category you fall into. So then in the middle, we have an athlete, which is, I think, one of the better ones. Personally, it mixes a power lifter and a bodybuilder together, and it gives you both. Someone who's relatively strong, someone who actually is pretty endurance, right, by cutting their rest period down to maybe a 30-second rest, right? And they're able to build their physique very nice. All right, guys, that's it. I'm Angel. I talked about how you can increase your strength and how to sufficiently use your app and know what weight you're supposed to be at, so there's no confusion. All right, guys, if you are also interested in getting my online personal program, the link is going to be down below as well, and you guys can follow my Instagram page at Pro Revolution Training. Now, what my program offers is something that is completely life-changing. The amount of knowledge you will learn has been what I have learned over the 10 years and crunched it down for you. This includes live Skype calls. This includes a personalized, customized program and full nutrition plan. Not only am I just guiding you through this, it's not a cookie cutter program. What I'm doing is I'm actually coaching you throughout the entire thing. If you are interested in changing your life before summer starts, please reach out to me, message me, and I would love to be your coach one-on-one. That's it, guys. Welcome to Pro Revolution Training.